Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm here to share some things with you that were thrifted that were part of our Finding Nemo dinner yesterday. So let me walk a little bit closer up here. The first thing you'll notice, as I mentioned yesterday, those decorations across the top are thrifted finds. So the background with the under the sea picture came from this right here, where it was too big for the space, so we had to cut it down. So I went ahead and cut the bottom portion off to use for this movie, and we saved the top part for maybe a future movie. So that was a good find. And then those snorkeling masks were part of this miscellaneous bag. It was only $1.99, so you can see we have plenty more to use for future events. So that was a really great find. And then moving up here, we do have our Crush t-shirt. So that was a thrifted find, not a direct Finding Nemo t-shirt, I know, but the name of one of the characters, and it was the drink that we had for our dinner. So that was really cool. And then moving on to the table here, anytime you see any of these faux plants like this, these are part of a bag that I thrifted, and I gave them a good cleaning and placed them out on the table as decor. So you'll see a few more of those on there as well as we move across. These googly eyes that I used to make the crab witches were a thrifted find as part of a miscellaneous craft supply kit, and I pulled out the bigger ones and put toothpicks on them to stick them in, so that was really great. Moving along over here, as you've seen as I'm moving across the table here, all of these little Dory and Nemo cutouts were a thrifted find, and they're right over here. They were part of this little kit of 3 different kinds of confetti for only 50 cents instead of $2.99, as you can see they were originally. So that was great. I do see it as part of Finding Dory here, but you know what? They're the same characters, and then we'll keep this and use this because we are planning to do Finding Dory at some point in the future, obviously. And then along with that, we also found this Inflate-A-Fun balloon. That was 50 cents, and it was something you can blow up yourself, so that was really cool. You don't need helium or anything like that. And it wound up looking like this. So that was another great detail added. And then the last thing I have out here to share with you would be this book right over here, the Finding Nemo book, and of course, part of my favorite series, The Wonderful World of Reading. And this one is really cool because you can see over here that it has an original advertisement where you could get 8 Disney books free for your child. And I think it's kind of fun. I just left it as is because on the inside there's the original order forms, which is really cool. And then we did not write our names on the actual pages of this book because I just love these vintage, older pictures. They're just so cute. Illustrations are adorable, and I didn't want to ruin it by writing all over it. So we're going to put that back right there. And then that's going to be all for this time. So thanks for watching. And as always, stay tuned for more.